Alright, so today we're going to replace the rear U-joint, and I'm also going to show you what I did to discover the failure. I was getting some vibration at 55 miles per hour or higher, and check it out. Alright, so I have vibration at 55 miles per hour or 50 sometimes. My speedometer is lost. There's the speed, 55. I'm getting some serious vibration. Fourth gear. There's the vibration. Speedometer is a little lost. Third gear. Fourth gear. I'm letting go of the accelerator.
Okay, we're gonna try a different angle. All right, let's do this.
We're just gonna hit drive. Two-wheel drive. There's the vibration. Okay, figured it out. I was checking the drive shaft right there. There's play. The cardan joint. In the front, there's no play. Same thing with the front drive shaft. No play on the rear end, and also no play on the front end.
So, looks like I need a new drive shaft, or at least a new rear U-joints.
These are wasted. Look at that. All right, we're gonna replace the U-joint. Both front tires are chocked, front and rear. And we're gonna do this. Transmission's already in neutral. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start taking out these 14mm bolts. Looks like this one has a different shape. It's not the same size. OEM one should be 14. That one's 14. This one's not. Both the bolt and the nut are both 9/16. And luckily, I found a spare bolt in my parts bin. This is an original bolt, so I'll be using that. All right, with the bolt still in, I gotta make sure that I can separate it. There we go. All right, there we go. Now it's separated. All right, wait for it. Check out this little boop. Check it out. Just kidding, there's no boop. Let's go to the bench. These were a lot worse than I expected. No wonder they were very bad on the road. Felt like a death wobble on the rear axle. Alright, so I'm going to use this steel punch. It's a 1/8 inch. Here's the first C-clip. C-clip number 2. 3.
Last one.
That's the last one. 4. The next one, we got to hammer these out. So we're going to support it right here. And this surface and this surface. And then we're just going to strike it right here.
Alright, so I'm gonna take this Zerk fitting off so I don't accidentally hit it.
And there it is. A lot of the needle bearings have either fell down, or just completely turned to crap. There we go. It's out. Use a couple of sockets so you can punch out the cap off. I managed to get the cap stuck in the socket and just had to punch it out. Got a crack right there. I don't know if it cracked from taking it off or from driving. Now to take out the 2 remaining ones on the yoke. This is not even threaded, it's just pressed on. Alright, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna put an 18mm socket, 3/8 drive, right here. Alright, now for the new spider. Alright, new spider is from O'Reilly's Precision. Alright, so I'm going to pull this cap out and hopefully none of the bearings fall off. And there's all the needle bearings. Alright, so I'm going to pull these caps out without dropping those needle bearings. And the grease is retaining those needle bearings. You might notice that I have the Zerk fitting facing backwards. It should be facing the drive shaft and away from the yoke. Later on in the video, you'll see that I'll flip it and it messes up the clocking. Be on the lookout. I'm going to try to use a C-clamp, see if it works, just to get them seated. Alright, so now I'm going to use a 18mm, the square end. I'm going to hammer it in. So this side went in very easily. And it looks like I can put the C-clip now. Alright, that went in. The C-clip should be able to fit. Alright, it's in. Alright, now for the other 2. Alright, same thing. I'm going to take off these caps and then insert this yoke. This is the part where I figure out the Zerk fitting is facing the wrong way. Alright, we're in, but we have a problem. So the grease Zerk is facing the wrong direction. See how it hits right there? So I'm going to flip it around. And then resume. Now verify clearance. Okay. Use the vise to clamp them down. That is seated as much as I can get it with the clamp. Alright. Now I have the room to put the C-clip. And we'll do the last one. Alright, all 4 C-clips are in. Alright, before we move on to the next step, what I want to do is I want to make sure that the C-clips are butted up against the yokes on all 4 ends. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it right here and then smack it. In other words, we're going to pull out these caps. So I'm going to put the Zerk fittings back on and then we can move on. We're good to go. Alright, so I'm going to grease it here. That way I don't have to do it under the vehicle. There it is. Alright, so we're just going to put everything back together and make sure that the U-joint goes back into the drive shaft the same way it came out. So in my case, I had the white line aligned with the Zerk fitting. Ooh, I'm off. And I'm spinning the wheel with my foot. There we go. And now we're going to zip them in with the impact and torque them to 54 foot-pounds. All done. Time to test drive, see if the vibration is gone. Right, because it has a rear open diff, the back right tire won't spin. The back left is taking all the movement. First gear, second gear. Third gear. Overdrive. 50 miles per hour. 60. And no vibration. Good to go. I did test it on the road and on the highway at full highway speed, and everything is nice and smooth. Here's the old carnage. As you can see, they are pretty messed up, and me measuring in 2 different angles. I hope you enjoyed this content, and if I earned your subscription, please hit the like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.